Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Converting a date in various formats to SQL's date format is a common requirement when working with databases. SQL databases typically use the yyyy-mm-dd-yyyy format for storing datetime values. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to convert different date formats into SQL-compatible formats using Python. ### prerequisites. Python installed on your machine. A working knowledge of Python and SQL. The pandas library installed, for easier date manipulation. You can install pandas using pip if you don't have it yet. ### Step 1. Understanding date formats. Before we start with the code, let's understand some common date formats that you might encounter. 1 dd/mm/yyyy, example 25/12/2023. 2 mm-dd-yyyy, example December 25, 2023. 3 month dd-yyyy, example December 25, 2023. 4 Unix timestamp, example 167.253.1199. ### Step 2, using pandas to convert dates. Pandas provides a very convenient function called pd2_datetime, which can parse dates in various formats and convert them into a standardized datetime format. Here is how to do it. ### code example. ### explanation of the code. 1. Importing libraries, we first import pandas for date manipulation. 2. Sample dates, we define a list of dates in different formats. 3. Function definition. Convert _ to _SQL_date takes a list of dates. It loops through each date, attempting to convert it using pd2_datetime. If successful, it formats the date in the SQL format using strftime, %y-%m-%d%h%m%s. If an error occurs, for example, if the date format is invalid, it catches the exception and appends none to the results. For converting dates, we call the function and store the results. 5. Output, finally, we print the original dates alongside their converted SQL formats. ### conclusion. This tutorial demonstrated how to convert various date formats into a SQL-compatible date format using Python and pandas. This approach can be helpful for preparing data before inserting it into a SQL database. You can expand on this by adding more date formats or handling edge cases as needed. Feel free to test the code with different date formats you might encounter in your projects.